right. And we're live. We're live. We're live. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. It is about 15 minutes to 9 a.m. on Saturday, February 10th, the year of our Lord 2018. And we are making indie games. Hey, Malive Lena. Good morning, man. Or lady. I don't know. That's a difficult name to parse. Yeah. Where were we when last we left off? I think at the end of the last stream you saw I was struggling with the chase lighting, which I did figure out. That took a bit of doing. Afternoon. That's right, this is global. This is the internet. Kind of like that, I can stream whenever and there'll be somebody online. It's sort of cool. It's going good, Icy. Good morning. Good whatever. Good top of the whatever time it is to you. Oh shit, did I change the name of this or is this just called Victory Dance still? God damn it, I'm bad at Twitch. Can I change the title midstream? Game dev. What is this? Game art? Sure. That'll do. I don't know if that'll take. We'll find out. Alright, so when last we left off, beyond struggling with the basics of Twitch, I was starting to put in these lighting. Like this lighting, I was playing around with this idea. Like what if there was like theater lighting? Let me turn on the sound so you can hear it. Oh yeah, I finally fixed that bug where you could click things before you were ready by covering up the screen until it was ready. But yeah, chase lighting. The lights are randomly parsed into a series of arrays. They turn on and off to the beat. This does desync. So I'm doing is at the end of each loop, I'm syncing the lights. I'm updating the lights to the time of the audio, because the audio runs on a different thread, so this can fall out of sync briefly. I just keep forcibly updating it. That happened. That was at the end of the last stream. And then I think I did some other random stuff. I fixed a couple bugs. And last night I was looking at, here's kind of, I've been looking at key art for the Steam page and stuff. Like, what do I want our key art to be? And I staged up this screenshot and I was just iterating on that slowly over the course of last night. What do I want to look like? This takes a while because none of this is painted over here. I go into the game, I update the game, and then I take a screenshot. I want this to actually be a screenshot. So this is more like iterating on the game art than it is iterating on a Photoshop file. As you can see, because these are all just screenshots. So, I've stuffed my teeth. Icy, yeah, that was the menu screen with the chase lighting. Would you consider 100,000 triangles too much for a low poly character? It's a quite complex chair, I have to add. That is an interesting pile of words there. I'm not really sure how to parse that. For one thing, it depends, like, it's not like characters are divided into high poly and low poly. You have a target machine that you're trying to run on. And generally, you'll be giving guidance if you're working on a AAA project. There's somebody there that'll give you guidance that's like, hey, on average, our characters need to be this many triangles. You know, don't go nuts here. There's usually things like, oh, for a low poly chair, 100,000 triangles for a low poly chair. You know what, I know nothing about your project, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that does seem excessive. Yeah, that's a pretty intense chair. I'm not really sure, do you have a screenshot? Because you can post links in the chat, so post a screenshot, because I'm now very curious about this chair. I think we need to know more. Alright. So this was all in a test map. I want to make the game look like this. I did... Oh, let me turn off the audio for my desktop again. Did I delete my saves? Yeah. So, that's all working. That was a fun little experiment. This all exists entirely in the shader. Basically, there is no lighting in this game. It's all faked in the shaders. Get some over the wall. That's not moving. That's a bug. Alright, let's start taking notes here. I want that. Okay, yeah, we have the idea that there's a global parameter for the location of each of the 3 characters. And I need to update that for various reasons. There's the idea that I don't know what I want to do for this kind of spotlight shader. This is just based on X and Y position in world space. It's just adding this to the shader. That's fine for now. Got a bit aggressive there. What else? That might be a good starting spot. I'll start with that. Good morning, William. Oh shit, hey, what's up? William Shearer. I was actually on your stream a second ago, and I felt guilty. I was like, I should probably stream instead of just watching you. How's the audio programming going? Alright, so this is your reference vehicle. Okay, so you're modeling a chair that's like a special flight chair. Okay, I could see how this could be high in the poly count. Alright, yeah. Well, I mean, this, I would not consider this low poly. Like, at the end of the day. You would abstract out more of the detail if you're going to make it low poly. You would put more of the detail into textures. You'd make this like a plane with just like a line drawn on it or something, rather than an actual round cylinder. So I wouldn't consider this a low poly chair, but it's a serviceable chair. I'm not quite sure what the question is. As for if it's too high poly, that totally depends on your min spec and what you're going for, right? Alright. Let's make some indie games, guys. So I made all those shader changes. And this is where I was mocking up that screenshot. But I did not ever take a look at how that would impact the actual gameplay for the combo levels. So let's take a look at that. See roughly where we stand. Ooh, this isn't good. The shit is this? Okay, so just that one level is broken to hell. Good to know. Alright. So this is what a combo level looks like right now. Well, Melavlina, I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to how many polys you need that chair to be. Like, it depends on your goal. Is this just a piece that you're putting into, like, a portfolio? Or is this like, is there an end place this chair is going to live that has to be within a certain poly count? And how does your polygon budget fit for the entirety of the scene? Especially because it looks like it's probably not going to be rigged. I would just consider your poly count for the entirety of the scene of everything that's going to be on screen. Like, how many triangles is going to be drawn total? Okay. If it's for a portfolio project, do what looks cool. It looks like it could reasonably be work in a game. I don't think it's, I don't know. I can't really give advice on that. It's been a long time since I've had to make a portfolio piece just to make it, you know? Alright, so I think I might need to rework things entirely here. I'm sorry I couldn't give you better advice. I know that didn't feel very good. I mean, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is it really doesn't matter, right? Like, that's not going in a shipping product, so the poly count doesn't matter. What matters is that you get the job. I don't want those lights to hide. What do I want here? When I'm up here, I think I want those other levels to turn blue. Right? Maybe. Shit, this is hard to say. Because you can totally move from, like, I can't define exactly what this character is going to be on, for instance. Okay, I need to fix that. That's been a bug forever. What's your deal? You are... You're just a static mesh actor. You don't matter. Show me... combo level. Okay, this is... Yeah, it's actually this one. Okay, so you're just art. Why can't I select? Oh. What? Combo level P low. You're not just art. Why are you a static mesh actor? What the fuck is going on in this level? What did I do? Black Swords on mini clip? I didn't see that one. I'll have to check it out. Seriously, what do I do here? This is the right thing. Where's the logic? That's the art. Oh. I'm dumb. Okay, so obviously this is hidden in game. Your static prop grid based, you need to be ceiling. So you have a little bit of give. Game logic. It's unsettling. Is it the first time I load a combo it does that? Is it a random thing? Is it because I have a save? I have so many questions. The game has so many bugs. Why is that happening? That's just an unrealism. If you select a camera, it'll always be there. Because we definitely combo too. No, maybe that one's busted. Combo 1. Huh. No, that's not where we were before. Combo 3. That's not where we were before either. So randomly, one of the combo levels will never work. Like a fucking shell game or some shit. Yeah, well, we're not gonna work on art. We're gonna fix this. This is gonna get fixed. That's what we're doing. So let's start with, I don't know where to begin here actually. The combo levels were always optional content, so I don't check them as much as I should. And I've changed a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, I've changed a lot of stuff in here. I don't know where I want to go yet. Let's just start with when I load the level. Gonna add a breakpoint there. Okay, we hit the breakpoint. Fuck, where do I even begin? Unloading everything should be fine. Art backdrop's fine. Let's take a look here. Hit it the first time. Hit it the second time. Current level type is default. That's not a level type at all. Are you serious? Let's verify. Let's get to here. Wait, we didn't even get to here. Right, because it didn't register as a combo level. Okay, well that's a problem. Okay. So figure out what level type it is. It can be stitched, 2 arms, which is the name of the drum levels. T-bot, the accordion, the trombone. This should never hit. This should never be default. Which means something went awry. Get the current level name. Let's hit this breakpoint. See what we find out. Delete my save again. Right. That's the bug, you idiot. Wait, no, I should have hit the breakpoint. I'm not an idiot, I swear. Wait. It didn't. Why didn't it hit the breakpoint? New questions. I had a breakpoint earlier. We're gonna figure that out. See, I didn't delete my save this time. I'm gonna delete my save because I want to have the same test case each time. Okay, we hit this breakpoint. We're familiar with this one. We've been here before. Current level name is none. Well, that's going to be a problem. That's a huge problem. Why is current level name none? Shouldn't be. Should be combo level PLO 01. Ah, yeah. No, that makes sense. Because I moved this around. Okay. So I moved this before the place where we set the current level name. That would do it. That would explain it. This looks hideous already, so let's clean this up as we go here. Go ahead and reroute. Order operations. And so this is get the level for the new level name. I'm amazed that didn't break everything. That's interesting. Well, no, this would only matter for combo levels and if you're changing types. Okay. I did just change that last night. Old level segment, new level segment is this one. Level segment. And then we update the current level name variable. Okay. Bet it works now. Hey, Goblin. It's early. People are tired. It's not much to say. It's a Saturday morning. I think everybody's focused on their own stuff. I hope they are. I have to imagine. Everyone here is super cool, making all kinds of cool shit. I don't need that breakpoint anymore. Done with you. All right. Why is it only this character is aggressively purple? Look at that. Look at that shade of purple. And I guess everybody else it falls off. Or he's got a silver thing at the bottom. Oh god, that's not good at all. So now we're back to fixing shit. So this should be a ceiling. Let's in fact change the art. I know it's temp, but ceiling? Not ceiling. What did I call that? God, I don't like the way this looks at all, but it at least sells an idea. Compulsively save before I delete anything now because I'm terrified the editor will crash. Hasn't happened in a week and I still feel nothing but fear. Hey Middle, good morning. And Nordal. It's just nighttime. And it's space. In a manner of speaking. It's a heavy question. I have to think on that. Alright, you need to have ceiling properties. Not in the art. Jonas, I live in Boston right now. I've moved all over the country. America. Alright, let's see if I can... delete that plane. At least this works now. No, it doesn't. God, son of a... hitting? There's no way. That crashes now? God. What have I done? It's not a good day, guys. Spent a lot of time not working on these specific levels, and they've definitely gotten some, kind of a bit dark. Hey, Justy, what's up, man? I have an infinite loop here, huh? For each. That's not infinite. It's big. Okay, that doesn't help much. This was supposed to be a fun day. I'm actually not sure how a for each loop would, unless something's modifying the grid world. But I'm not that stupid. I haven't changed this in forever. I mean, maybe the grid world array is just too big. And the editor doesn't like it. Let's look at some other things. I mean, I did kind of let this spiral out of control. There's only one grid manager. How much time till this project is done? That's a very good question. I'm not sure. I mean, you have to keep in mind I've been working on this. Like, I have a job, I own a company actually. And right now our hours are, we're 4 days a week. We'll be going up to 5 days a week and beyond, most likely. Probably about April. The initial plan when I started this was to kick this out before things got real at work, but then I kind of didn't do that, so I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I work on this in the weekends. Friday night through, because we don't work on Mondays, I work on it on Monday, and I stream on Mondays. Yeah. We'll see. It'll probably be this year, though. I can't imagine taking much longer than that. God, I shouldn't say that out loud. We'll find out. Because you don't know what happens at work. Time is variable. What was wrong here? Right, yeah. Oh, right. Grid world. C debug grid world. I don't know. Maybe it won't crash this time. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Grid world on. Yeah, of course it crashed. I don't know. That's because it crashed. This is the real problem. Infinite loop asserted for each loop. This loop. Or... hopefully this wouldn't execute until this is done. Hey, let's add a breakpoint. That's fun. That's how we fix shit. This has been done entirely in Blueprint, which is a visual scripting language that's part of Unreal. Which is sweet. Right. Debug grid world on. Alright, so we hit this breakpoint here. Get me to here. Okay, not a problem, because that was an empty array. That makes sense. What I love about Blueprint is you can actually see, like, that clear. Here's what clear does. They literally have their engine code in Blueprint for a Blueprint project, which is insane. Wait, what's going on here? Are we in a... oh, I think we're actually back. Okay, so this didn't update. We're back here in this for each loop right now, right? For each grid world, for each actor. Get me to one of these. No. No, it crashes before it gets there. Okay. Is there some... Alright. Yeah, I got Opus Magnum. I didn't play it yet. I got it and then I immediately had to play like a million other games for the DICE Awards. And then I just burnt out on playing games for a bit. Because I also have a million things to do. Did you play Gorogoa? I gotta say that one was gorgeous. That was a treat. I didn't play Heat Signature yet either. I think they're basically everything I've bought since September I haven't played yet. Anything I bought for fun. There's games before that I haven't played yet too. My library is getting out of control. I say this constantly, but like Dishonored is just like I'm waiting for a weekend when this is shipped and I'm burnt out or something to just sink into Dishonored 2. That game came out, God, over a year ago now, right? Like fall of the year before last or some shit. Here, I'll spell it out. I'll probably spell it wrong, but I think it's spelled like this. Okay, why would you break here? Are you running multiple times? Let's find that out. Like, if I hit this twice and then I crash, that'll be bad. So let's make sure we only hit that once. Oh, let's... alternative idea. Remove that breakpoint and see if this happens on any level. So like if I'm in an opening level. See, debug, grid world. I have a breakpoint. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, so this is just only combo levels that are fucked then. Well, that's good to know, I guess. Interesting, actually. So... Yeah, there's always an endless... There's so many games now, and they're so good. I'll never have time for them all. Gotta make the time. Alright. Where was I? Right. So, okay, so this crashes, but only for a combo level. Why would that be the case? I don't know, it's a fucking debug function that I wrote to help me visualize shit. It's... Is there something wrong with the grid world? Let's, I don't know, like, print the length of grid world. That'll tell us something, maybe. Maybe it won't. Hell if I know. Only for combo levels. Is it only that combo level? Do other combo levels work? Let's try that. Let's see. Grid world. Okay, all combo levels are broken. Cool. Good to know. Next thing. Where's my grid manager? Yeah, print the length. Inquiring minds would like to know. Why am I doing that? Losing my mind. Oh, it didn't even hit the breakpoint? How's that possible? I don't believe you. Something went awry. Maybe because it was in a tab. Oh no, it didn't even hit that breakpoint. What? But you hit this one. No, now we're not even... Our breakpoint's no longer real. The shit is going on. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Hey, Bad Eye, what's up, man? I feel like I could have easily streamed more. A lot of the stuff I'm doing, there's no reason not to stream it. So I thought today I'll stream a bit before Poodle Time does Rise and Spline. Most of the time I'm working on this late at night and I'm just not in a social kind of mindset, but yeah, whatever. Let's get more done. I'm not streaming. What the shit? Where's my debugs? Debug grid world. Alright, the second I call you. Breakpoint. Let's see, debug grid world. Okay. Oh my god. It's crashing the second it calls this function now. It's crashing earlier and earlier. What the fuck? Don't know what that means. Just like off and read the chat. Yeah, it's 9:30 a.m. here. If I can't even get to here, what hope is there? Like... Can I figure out anything? Show me the grid manager. Yeah, it's gonna be a real big array. Oh, no, it didn't crash. I'm just gonna solve a pet peeve real quick, so I don't have to think. I don't like that these fade away anymore. Map are you in? Five levels, 5 star chase letting dynamic god rays. When you go to gameplay, I've been hiding these. I don't want to do that anymore. I think it'll look better if they're always there. Three confirmed. Okay. Okay, why was I trying to debug grid world? Maybe I don't need that function right now. Because sometimes this doesn't work. Intermittently, it does not work. The way I usually figure this out is I debug the grid world. Do I have body grid ID? Yeah, okay. Well, that's where the characters are. That's not helpful. Shit. Do something really lame, guys. I will fix that problem later, but this is bad level design anyway, so what we could just do for my sanity. Don't laugh. I think it should probably be over here anyways, because then it's a lot more obvious. Plus now that doesn't even really need to be a grate if I don't want it to be. haven't done this one in a while. Anyway. That was basically a cop-out, but what you gonna do? Let me make a note that Debug Grid World is busted. Where's my long list? Bugs. Debug Grid World. It's broken. 2A. Hey Remarch, what's up, man? This is Saturday morning. That's what this stream is. There's no plan here. We're clearly way off the rails. Okay. We should make a plan, though. Okay, yeah. So yesterday, I was setting up a screenshot. I kind of started with this, which is what the game currently looks like. I futzed with the shaders until it looked like this. It's not final, but it's better. I did get most of this tech in. What do I want to do here? Gotta make the game look good. That's what we're gonna do this morning, Ray March. Make a good game. We're gonna make that level look like that screenshot. And that's what we're gonna fucking do. So, it doesn't, right? Several things need to happen. I need to find the Z height of the ground that you're on. Like right now, I'm setting a material parameter to detect if, there's a material parameter that takes a look at your current pawn and says what the Z height is, and it darkens anything that's lower or above it. But that's nowhere near enough. What I want is any level you're not on to be this blue color and to match you, like this. So and I want lighting to support it and make it look right. That's what I want. Yeah. God, there's a ton of shit to do here. We're gonna focus on what I just said, though. Okay. Gotta figure out how to do that crap I just said I would do. I could separate out into levels that are like right now, the way the levels brighten and darken is based on what sublevel they're in. Not true, based on tags. I could separate them based on tags. But as you can see, the problem is a lot of these like the drummer can be at this height or at this height, right? if the accordion pushes him up to here. So at this moment, should this be blue or should it be brown? If it's brown, doesn't that kind of give it away? I think it does. So what, am I going to tag them based on height? That's stupid. Is it? Yeah, it is. That's a lot of manual labor. That's something we should just be able to do in code, right? Okay. So, when you switch to a pawn, turn on lights, bright materials. This turns on the shadow. It's the spotlight. This is the materials just for the pawn. Here, find the Z height for the ground and tell the material system about it. This doesn't do anything anymore, right? Yeah, I just disconnected it, so let's not even worry about that. It needs to go. Oh, the game's open. Okay. Where do I want you to live? I'll call them the sub-segments. Fuck, that's stupid. Let's go with... What if on a fundamental level the way I'm doing this is wrong? Like, what if I should never paint the entire thing? That still won't help me for this current situation. What was just in my head. Okay, so. Get all actors that are part of this. Okay. See, test shit. No, sorry. Custom event. Test combo level stuff. Okay, art attributes. Current level. Each mesh. Do I save the ground height on the pawn? Yes, I do. Sorry. Yeah, we're just gonna call it art attribute struct sublevel, current level segment. No, screw it. We're just not going to save it as a variable. I don't think we need to, do we? It'd be nice if we did. Because then we could reuse these functions. That's safer, better in the end. Shit, I'm going to need to tag the lights. I'll think about that in a bit. Okay. Loading a new segment. I've been so wildly inconsistent with the naming of things. So a level could be either a small part of... Okay, so really there's sections, and then there's sublevels. Level means any number of things. And then now I need the idea that in a combo level there's... which is technically a part of a section. So it's a sublevel. I need something smaller than that. So I need like... Oh, chat, what do you think? I've been ignoring the chat. What will you do if Kine as a hobby project ends up being more successful than The Flame and the Flood? I don't know. Shit, man. Flame and the Flood wasn't a super high bar. I mean, I'm proud of what we did there, but... You know, like... It's not like I'm gonna retire, man. Oh, what pass did I get for GDC? A speaker pass. So I get to go to whatever. Port Ponky. I speak each year, man. That's my jam. I like the micro talks. I actually stress out a lot about those 5-minute talks. I put a lot of effort into them. I'm gonna fucking kick ass this year. Port Ponky. I don't know. I've got different ideas. I want to give like 4 different 5-minute talks. I need to get a half hour. This is what I need to pitch to GDC. A half hour where I speak for 5 minutes, take a 1-minute breather. Just on loop for 30 minutes. On random topics. It'd be like micro talks. Or, you know what I should do is I should do a micro talk for each of the different boot camps. Now that I'm always a part of the animation boot camp. That's what I'll do. If it kind of ends up being, as a hobby project, ends up being more successful than The Flame and the Flood, what I'll do is I'll do more micro talks about stuff with Kine, which will get me out of the animation bootcamp and into some of the other stuff, which would be fun. It'd be good. I love my animators, but it might be fun to meet other people. Hell yeah, Port Ponky. That's the way to do it. What you should do is only talk for like 5 to 10 minutes and get the full access badge. But I never just do one talk every year. I do several. Is that true? Last year I might have just done the one. I was real lazy last year. I was kind of burnt out. I'm sorry, man. A lot of my friends got rejected this year too. I think they're trying really hard to get different people in. They're big on the no repeats, which is stressful because I need the badge. Like I can't go. I can't afford a fucking $4,000 badge to GDC, man. On top of the flights and everything, that's ridiculous. So I need to be able to speak each year. So I just gotta crush it every year. It's just gotta be better than the last so they don't boot me out. Because they try not to let people speak repeatedly. Just gotta keep coming up with new shit to say. I'm gonna get a soda. It's 10. That's allowed, right? I think it is. I'll be right back. Oh, or maybe coffee. Yeah. I'd go to your talk on 4D hyper surfaces. That sounds intense, Port Ponky. I liked your talk about the recursive. Fucking, I don't remember what it was. But that was cool. I'm glad they've started putting that stuff on YouTube. Are you going to GDC this year? Stalling. Stalling from working. Keep me entertained, Port Ponky. I want to twist as a variable, obviously. Level segment is already taken. Level bit. What's the height, right? Current level. Current height. Current level. Z height actors. Alright, it's just a really long ass variable name. With absolutely no. I didn't figure out if I wanted a camel case there. I just kind of went for it, apparently. This is the kind of shit that drives people at work crazy. Yeah, I've done GDC with no badge before. It's a lot more fun, especially if you live in the city. Because you can just, like, you know where to go and what to do. And honestly, I went to a single animation roundtable and the stuff for the boot camp last year. And other than that, I saw everything else online later. Which is bad. You should at least go to Tim Burley's roundtables if you're an animator. Be a part of the community. But I think I had a meeting or something. I was meeting with Humble or some shit. Yeah, okay. So, for each of these, okay. Clear this array. Oh, we don't have clear anymore? We decided to do away with that, did we? Oh, yeah, I suppose that does make sense. It's not an array. You're an idiot. This should have been a map. I want to refactor all of this. I won't yet. Okay, there's no way to null out a variable. UZ height. Update. Current level. Update combo. Art. Z height. Are you big on puzzle games, whatever the hell that means? Or are you not big on puzzle games? Small on puzzle games? Okay. I think I'm, I don't know, average on the... It's an interesting question, dude. I don't know. I like games. I tend to play more strategy and tactics games. Basically, anything Firaxis makes. That's a whole conversation, actually. Firaxis, obviously there was the new Civ expansion that just dropped, and I have a thing on Steam because I used to work for 2K and stuff, and I'm friends with people at Firaxis. There's a code that you can get that'll unlock all games that Firaxis makes immediately on launch. I have that code, so it just automatically installed, and it's just there. Torturing me. Like, really fucking torturing me. Because I've got goals, and I'm leading up to GDC. There's a series of things I need to do. Specifically, I want to get Kind to a state. Basically, I need to get Kind GDC ready within like a week. Because I've got 2 characters coming online this week at work, and that's gonna overtake my life. There's just a lot of work stuff at work in general. And so I need to kind of like ramp down on this project and ramp up on that one. Hearts of Iron. Somebody else said that before. I'm not the first one to mention that. Is that Chris that told me about that? It's like obsessed with it. I will say, ooh, it's Paradox. I'll probably love it. It's not out yet, is it? I've heard of this. Oh, it is out. No, I've never played this. I will say, I was, so I love Civ. I like Age of Empires, and, was that the one? There's a lot of the 4X strategy games that I like quite a bit. I'm not a big fan of Europa Universalis, or any of the hardcore, simulating war kind of games. I have a hard time explaining why Civilization is so good. There's just something about it. It's not just that it's this incredible strategy game that's incredibly deep and amazing, and I can talk about forever. Like, I love Civilization. It's got that I feel like you can divide that game into the beginning part, which is exploration, and then forming a strategy based on what you find, and then executing the strategy. The worst part of Civ is definitely the end. Like, every phase of that game is so good. And the district system they came up with in Civ 6 just really completely changed the game. I didn't think they could top Civ 5. Like, Civ 5's initial launch was good, but after Brave New World, well, Gods and Kings made Civ 5 phenomenal, and then Brave New World dropped, which finally fixed, like, the end game problems that Civ has, where you just kind of reach a point where you've beat the game, and you're just kind of hitting next. So I thought they nailed it. And I will say in Civ 6 they did go back to the end game being kind of a slog, but The district system just made it a completely different game. And a lot of the changes around, like, how much gold you get off of rivers versus other things. A lot of the little minutiae changed a lot, which made it huge. What would I recommend? Off-World Trading Company is pretty good. There's been a handful of smaller kind of resource management games I've liked a lot. Sins of Solar Empire. In general, I'm not that big on space setting. Like, space is a setting. I don't know why. I mean, I know a lot of people think the art doesn't matter when they're playing a strategy game, but for me, looking at a dark screen for... When you play Civ, like, I play it... I'll wake up, I'll start up a hard game, and I'll play it for, like... Okay, it depends. If I'm in that mode, I'll just play it until I can't, and then I'll fall asleep after, like, 24 hours or some shit. But usually, like, I'll play it for many hours in a single go, and so I like that it's kind of easy in the eyes, and it's bright and it's colorful. But it's not so bright to be garish. They hit a good feel with Civ. Which is a huge part of why Beyond Earth was not their best showing at all. I honestly think the art really dragged that game down. Not that whatever. But yeah, space games tend to just be a little bit too much. I just tend to play them for an hour and put them down. Have I ever been to space? Not yet, Port Ponky. Wasn't even really on the radar, man. Not really in the life goals. Good, guess I'll think on it or something. ACV. I always have this problem with Civ, that when I try it out, I neither dislike it nor like it very much. Then I get hungry and I realize 10 hours have passed. Yeah. Yeah, I love Civ. It's a problem. I got way into Darkest Dungeon, too. I wouldn't consider that a strategy or tactics game. I wouldn't consider it an RPG. I don't know what I would consider it. Just got way, way into it for a while. I think maybe a lot of stuff is luck and timing, right? Like, that game came out right when I was at a lull and I had not much going on, and I just shipped The Flame of the Flood, and they had a huge update, and I don't know. It just hit at, like, exactly the right moment to sink into. The Total War series, I didn't get into it, Niels. I haven't really tried, though. Wajtek, you haven't heard of Darkest Dungeon? Shit, man. Dungeon of the Endless, I also have not played that. There's a lot of games I haven't played. Oh, this is the Unreal Editor. Right, we're working. I forgot. This is the Unreal Engine. I'm editing Blueprint right now. We're working. That's the narrative conceit of this strain, isn't it? Alright, so... I don't even remember what we were doing, but apparently we were doing it. Alright, yeah. Update, levels. Okay, yeah. I remember what we were doing. So... Ooh. Am I gonna have to rebuild this? Maybe. Okay. Local variable. Local new level meshes. This is actor array. So we're going to loop through the meshes, find out if they're at the z height we're looking for. If they are, we're going to add them to this local variable, which is an array of actors. And then I'm just going to copy what I did for the other function. Reinit the background world. What? Oh. In fact, this should be a function if I'm going to do that, but should I copy paste it here now? I think I'm gonna be a real piece of shit just to make sure it's working. We will clean this up later. Do not need this part. Okay, so we're going to loop through that actor array. That we just made. If your light local lights to add, what are you, static mesh? Theater light actors. Actor. Meshes, lights, local materials, should probably be a material instance. Right? Dynamic, material instance dynamic. Then another version of that array that's just the stuff with ground materials. Ground mats only. So take each actor, cast to a theater if it's that. So local light, cast to static mesh. I don't need to do this. Get your materials. Get the base material if it's one of these. Base material is ground material. It's a bool. If you're one of these three materials, then I know you're the floor, the ceiling, or the wall. So I don't need this. I don't need this. to this array. I feel like this was done a little bit stupidly, but that's okay. Check this bool. Add to this array. Okay, when you're done with the looping, this is not necessary. That's not necessary. Okay. Now we have a struct with all the information we need to light the level. Hey. Sorry, Watch Tech, I didn't mean to blow you off there. Just remind me I was supposed to be working. Are you still around? I'll show you what's going on. But okay, this function now sets. Oh, do I want you to just set the struct? No, let's just execute everything. So you've now made this. Let's also make, let's see, this is level art attributes. Local old level art attributes. Can't call you that. Just getting some real static about this, are we? Level art attributes. Okay, so at the very beginning, let's find everything that's currently painted using this system and set that there. Then loop through all the actors that are part of this. I'm just going to comment this. Loop through all actors. Height. Art. Struct. Loop through all the actors in the art struct and find the ones with a desired C height. After that, find set all level. Find set new struct. Materials. Next on. And then unload the old segment. Load the new segment. if it's gonna compile. It's taking a bit. Yeah, Epic made the Unreal Tournament, and then the Unreal Engine was for that, I believe. I mean, that was back in the day. That was the original version of Unreal. They've worked on it a lot since then. Like, this is UE4. I started with Unreal back in UE3, which is not that long ago. UE4 has only been out for a couple years. I don't know which version of the engine the Unreal Tournament was on. I don't even know if they intended to be a tech company when they started it out. They just made a great engine, and I know each iteration the engine becomes... Like, initially the engine was very much designed to make shooters and things that are very similar to Unreal Tournament, and then it became more generalized over time as Epic's made a variety of games, and obviously as their business became more about making the engine versus games. You know, I've said that a lot, I'm not sure if that's true. They get a lot of... I wonder how much revenue they get for licensing the engine versus their games. I'm certain it's got to be more for licensing the engine, but I don't have any data. Fortnite is extremely popular. They also, however, get 5% of the cut of everything that PUBG makes, right? Because I don't think PUBG thought to license the engine or anything, and I'm pretty sure that's on Unreal, right? Now I need to know. PUBG, Unreal. Yeah. So PUBG was built on the Unreal Engine, so Epic gets 5% of a cut of everything they make there. That alone probably outstrips... I don't know what they make for Fortnite. I haven't looked into their business model for that. I'm not sure even what they're selling. It's gotta be like in-game loot boxes and stuff, right? So it's hard to know exactly how much Epic makes in their games versus the engine, but the engine's gotta be way more. I mean, for fuck's sake, they're doing very well. They're doing extremely well. They're doing so well with their franchises. They just wrote off Paragon. They're like, you know what, guys? This is not worth our money and time. We're just gonna refund everything that every customer has ever bought in this game. Fuck it. And then just move everybody we have, because we need this staff to work on Fortnite, apparently. It's unbelievable. But yeah, they're doing well. They launched something like 8 games internally last year, too. Because I think they know... how do I put it? There's a reputation about Epic that the engine doesn't really support the things it says it does. It supports whatever it is Epic's doing internally, which is true. Like, people and the engineers there have a very hard preference towards making sure the people that they physically sit next to have what they need. So I think Epic's strategy has been to make a wide variety of games so that their engine supports a wide variety of different types of games. And that's why they've split into making so many different products. And they also give grants, though I'm sure they get that money back. That's the thing. I sat down one time and I was drinking with Epic and they're like, the bill's on us. And I'm like, actually, pretty sure based on the paycheck I gave you last quarter, this is on us, but sure. You can throw it on the credit card, man. It's worth it though. It's super worth it. This engine is like, to get a game engine, I mean, the math just doesn't work out. You're giving 5% of your revenue to Epic for the game engine, which means that if your team is less than... Imagine a team of 20 people that have one engineer. Like, 20 people are paid equally. Or not even that. I mean, how big would your staff have to be for it to make sense to make your own game internally? It would have to be... I mean, it would just have to be not that considerable. Like, it makes sense for EA. It makes sense for bigger studios. But I think for indies, paying 5% to have all of the lion's share of your code done, well, that's not true. To have your engine code done, it's a very good value proposition. It all depends. Crytek seems to be having some issues with selling their engine outside of the Amazon lumberyard. Yeah. I think Amazon bought that CryEngine and turned it into lumberyard, assuming Crytek would then fold. Not assuming Crytek would continue and make an even better version of the engine because they had the engineers that made the initial one. So I think in a way, Amazon kind of got fucked there, which was kind of funny. Because Crytek was really going under. I mean, I remember back, Crytek had some amazing foliage and had better level art and shader stuff back in the day. It was right when the economy collapsed. And the USD was suddenly so much cheaper. Like, as an American, the Unreal Engine was suddenly 30% cheaper than the CryEngine. And that was when it just didn't even come up in conversation anymore. We went from evaluating CryEngine versus Unreal to, obviously it'll be Unreal then, and that was kind of the end of it. Yeah, Autodesk had one they were trying to work with. Be careful what you say, you're on Twitch. That's okay, I'm pretty careful. I don't think I need anything from Amazon, so I think I'm safe. Oh, Amazon owns Twitch, you're right, shit. Everybody owns everybody. I'm fucked. It doesn't matter. Nobody takes me seriously. It'll be fine. Besides, Twitch and Amazon are very separate. I keep going to these... an old friend of mine from Irrational works at Twitch now. So I go to these parties whenever they're in town for PAX or whatever, and you can just tell the Amazon people versus the Twitch people. And even Amazon's like, look, they're crazy. We let them do whatever they want, and it's fine. They have a different culture than us, and we're separate companies, and it's fine. And it's just kind of understood. Like, they're just different. Amazon is very, by the books, does not spend money unless they need to, doesn't really license things, acquires companies, is more their jam, you know? They're just very different. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've talked about this extensively. Why licensing an engine is a really good idea if you're a small studio. A big part of it comes down to scalability. If you actually are successful, it's really easy to, like, if you make a game and it does well and you need support in some way, like say, oh, our game did well, we need to port it. There's a place in my building that ports Unreal Engine games between different consoles. Whereas if you have your own unique code base, you have to do the port yourself internally. Everything you do has to be done yourself internally. It's a gamble that you have to be willing to aggressively grow. I don't know, there's a lot of pros and cons. Mostly though, there's pros. YouTube does whatever they want and Google's cool with it, yeah. Shit, I forgot Google and YouTube were tied together too. Wow, everything's owned by everything. Oh, man. Take a note to look up Epic's numbers later because I'm curious. I wonder how much they make on PUBG versus how much they make on Fortnite. Versus Paragon, fuck it. Probably Paragon is, like, sad. That'll be interesting. What's your question, Waj? No. Hmm. Are there barriers to entry when first learning development? Everything seems Chinese. I mean, it's just a lot to learn in... Bazit, that link, like, sent me to a... It looks like it's malware or something. So you're saying you're trying to learn to be a game developer, but you're confused, or you're not sure where to start? I mean, I feel like there's so many more tools now to get started than there used to be. I would just jump into a game jam these days. Like, it's so easy to collaborate. I mean, I know. I'm just comparing it to where it used to be. There's also way more competition. So, it's give and take. Oh, interesting. Alright, so what's going on here? Alright, so now what I need to do... Game mode. No, on, I paint the world UI to gameplay HUD. If current level is not bright, and, okay. Current level type. If we're on a combo level. If we're not on a combo level, do what we've always done. If we are in a combo level, okay, current poll. Yeah, Z height. Okay, world. What did I call you? Ground height. Sure. I've been pretty diligent about going back and cleaning stuff up. I trust me to do that. At some point with this one. Kind of. Watch tech. It sounds like you're very early on. You might want to consider something like Game Maker or something that's. I mean, most people that started out, if their goal was to make games, started out making mods back in the day. So I think I'd consider making mods for some of your favorite games, or using something like Game Maker or Game Studio, something like that, if your goal is to just get started. Because it sounds like you're very early if you don't know what a game engine is. You might be a little bit in over your head here. Right, so yeah, this doesn't work at all, really, but I mean, it kind of looks like it could someday, right? So, ground sea height. Okay. There is a problem, which is, so I'm looking at the ground plane as being here, but the boxes have their Z location at the bottom, which is dumb, but I can't undo that at this point. We're too far gone. So, oh God, no, I can't undo that at this point. So, what are we gonna do? I guess we'll hack around it. We've reached that point of the project. We haven't, but, you know, I'm gonna say that, and maybe it'll be true. Or this is acceptable. Actors. If. Alright, so let's do this cast. Actor on grid. Shit. Oh, this is a problem. I could look for specifically this static mesh. Ooh. Oh God, I don't have a better way. It's either changed. What's your bounding box? Do you have a bounding box? You don't have collision. Does that matter? Shit. What the fuck even is all this? Oh, I've never looked at this before. It's a lot of bounds. Why are they mostly circles? What even am I looking at? Shit. Okay. I mean, sure. Okay. That tagging everything is starting to look real good. Just doing this by hand. Might be the right. Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. Okay. Alright, well, let's, okay, so instead of active location, let's, can I get active bounds? I don't know what I'm doing. Before get actor bounds. Yeah, no shit. I think, okay, so let's just guess. This is the origin and this is the distance from the origin that the box extends. Let's make that assumption. Let's say let's break this. Get your Z. I guess break this and get your Z. And say if this minus this is less than, well, the absolute value. I could pretty much just use this. The absolute value of this. Okay, so if the distance from the origin, if the Z height of the origin find the difference between that, the Z height of the origin of the bounds to the Z height that we're looking for. Find the difference. Find if that's within the box extents. And if it is, add it. Shit, that, I don't know, could do a thing. We'll find out. Let's find out if that does a thing. Well, obviously. Okay. If I think about the way I'm doing art differently, this could actually work. I mean, it's technically kind of working. Except for this. This is actually technically not working at all. Why, what's your deal? Why are you super wrong? Why is this always drawing? I have so many questions. Let's read the chat real quick. Raycast to find the intersection with the plane. I mean, I could do a raycast, but I don't really need... I want to know everything in the level that is at a certain Z height. And so I feel like a raycast is unnecessary, because I would just be raycasting either straight up or straight down to see what the distance is. Like, I don't... A raycast would be useful if I wanted to know the object I was standing on or something like that. What I want to know is, give me every object that is at this height. So I want all of these to be brown and everything down here to be blue. This being kind of like the goal here. It seems like it's kind of starting to work. Actually, not at all. So this Z height is always blue. That's interesting. Except for one here. Okay, so bounds may not be the way to do this. If I could see bounds in a way that didn't make my eyes bleed, that would be sweet. But you can't always get what you want. Nice line art. Oh, this stuff? Yeah, I added the... Everything is so busted right now. I keep adding things and then not finishing thoughts. Like, I tried chase letting. I'm like, chase letting's cool. I should go finish that up and do that for the entire game, and then I didn't. I'm working on this. In theory, everything will look good when it's all done and tied together and stuff. Not that this looks good. This is the current target. And then we will move from here to the next target. We're not that far off, if I can just get the right things to color at the right times. The problem is, what I need to do is just do this all by hand, and I'm trying to figure out like a programmer solution, and that's... I mean... I feel like this should be doable though. I'm using bounds because the origin is wildly different. The origin for a box is at the bottom rather than being up here. This would be really stupid, but I could write a script that takes absolutely every box in the game, moves it up 200 units, and rotates it 180 degrees. That would be real stupid. It would fix the problem. Would it introduce any new problems? That's the question. God, I kind of want to do that now. I would lose parity. This seems risky. I mean, it wouldn't actually rotate it 180 degrees. I would just make a new box. If I do that, it'll affect the gameplay cubes as well. seems real stupid. Okay. Here's where no, there's actually no lighting in this. It's all just done in shaders. Pause it. Just I have things that are tagged, and I'm just blending from one shader to another. There's no lights in this game at all, because I didn't want to deal with that. That's not true. There's one spotlight that follows the player that's aimed straight down, but that's mostly just to make it the player pretty, and everything in the game is set to be unlit, so it only affects the player. Yeah, alright, this is... What I'm about to do is not good, strictly speaking. Fuck it. Okay, let's just static mesh. Hey, are you a box? Alright, loop through all the meshes that are part of this current level. Cast them to a static mesh. Find out if it's using the cube static mesh. Because, you know, fuck it. Then get the... Alright, get actor location. Find out the world location of the actor. Oh shit, I deleted some stuff I shouldn't have. What was it? Get current pawn. Player pawn. Get Z height. Get ground height. Get world ground height. Okay, find the different break. Yes. Find the actor Z location. Find the delta between that and the ground. It's an absolute value. Is that less than 50? I don't know, like 150. Less than. Okay, so if this is less than 150, or if you're a static mesh and the actor location plus 200. Oh, come on, don't be this way. Never tell anyone that we did this, guys, okay? I'm just gonna keep this real quiet. Because this is real stupid. Okay. Alright, debug mode. Let's check out that combo level. do we got? Looks just like it did before. I feel like nothing has changed. Is there some stuff that's not drawing? Ugh. What a bummer. Okay, so that didn't work at all. Game mode, get this, find the active location. Get this. I don't think I should have to clear a local variable at the beginning, but just in case. Let's clear this. Wait. Oh, I didn't need to get the player pawn. So take this. Okay, clear the meshes. Get the struct. Cast a static mesh actor. If you are a cube and this logic applies, or if you're not a cube, this is just confusing. Let's just say, if you're a cube, take this code path. Let's take this code path. Yeah, that's way less confusing. Hey, Chris Light, what's up, man? Back from the Americas? I feel like nothing's working at all. That's not good. Alright, so where to start? Not here, that's for damn sure. What is calling you? What are you called? You're called, every time I switch, I say this. Update current level, ground pawn height. Okay. You know, like, let's step through it. Oh, things are good. Standard. Life's boring. I work a lot. I eat, I sleep. I continue to be. Combo 2. Wrong thing. F11. Give me game mode. Don't know why I closed that. That was not smart of me. Let's add a breakpoint. Where should we add it? Okay, well, we are at least getting to here. Which is good because this is pretty far along. So you looped through here. You found a whole lot of nothing. Well, that's not gonna work at all now, is it? Let's, declare the actor that we're adding to the array, shall we? That'd be good. Okay, I get it. You want to autosave. Alright, hit breakpoint that I can't get to because the game's full screen. Oops. Where's that breakpoint? Don't need to use a console command. Gotta stop doing that. Okay. Better-ish, right? Like, this is blue. If I go up here, it paints. That doesn't unpaint. That's not, you know, grand, but hey. Chris Light, I never made you a mod. Some chili dogs. Bam. So, shit, this may not work the way I expect it to either. I'll deal with the problems when I get there. I suspect this entire thing is going to be a stopgap until I have a better solution. Which will most likely be tagging everything by hand, because isn't it always? Hey Lone Dev, I'm glad you think so. It's real broken right now. It will be pretty. The goal today is to get it closer to this. That's the goal. Not this is great. This is a screenshot from a different area. But the way I'm doing it is I'm trying to procedurally detect, like, if you're this character, like you're controlling him right now, I want these levels to turn blue, which they're not. It's actually acting in weird and erratic ways I can't explain, to be honest. No, what? No. Let's get soda. I'll be right back. Coffee's not cutting it. I need sugar. Alright, we're gonna get this shit. Animation class begins in about 43 minutes. For the people who do not know, Dave from Blizzard will be hosting Rise and Spline bright and early, 9 a.m. his time, which is noon my time. They are currently animating a flour sack. Actually, I think they moved on this week. Learn to animate. Be better people. Until then, you can watch me struggle with basic math. Hey, this isn't even math. This is some other dumb shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. How do I break the mouse? Alt F1. No. Shift F1. Yes. Alright, I want a console command that unpaints the level. Let's start there. Hey, Bad Eye. Sweet. That's Chris Light's Discord. It's really useful. I troll there all the time. He has a special channel there for Klein, which I also troll. He's also got other channels for like mental health. Yeah, Chris Light's a weird dude. He's into like his weird food stuff. Chili dogs. Apparently he has a channel for food. I don't really go into that one, but seems legit. What was I doing? I thought, in my brain I had an idea. Okay. What we're gonna do is master game, add a debug command. Unpaint current level. And all this is gonna do is get the game mode. Today, apparently. Get level. Get. So vague, Chrysolite. Yeah, things may change in time. The fucking truth. Okay. Let's test this. See. Unpaint current level. Yeah, that worked. Okay. So everything's tagged. Everything knows what it is. And it really just does believe. Okay. So I'm getting this ground height. If you're a static mesh, if you're a cube, add 200. Find the delta. Unpaint the world. I just want to start from nothing. Okay. And I switch to you. You're not finding any of the boxes. Fascinating. You're detecting the boxes that are onesie height above you. What about you? Same thing. Okay, so I'm close. It's as though this is never going off. It's as though it's working, but this is never getting to be true. Oh shit. Oh, Snippy Snap. Let's unpaint the whole level and see what happens. Because I think it's getting painted initially. Yeah. Oh shit, look at it. Yeah, guys. Yeah. That's the goal. Sweet. Oh, yeah. Oh man, guys. This is pretty sweet. Fuck yeah. this level, and now this level's painting. Check it out. Love when a plan comes together. Oops, that's not part of the plan. But you get the idea. Okay. Okay, but you see what we have to do next, right? Like, this looks boring. She's down here on this level. I mean, I want it to kind of look boring, but not that boring. Also, the bass is like, our trombone is gone, but he's still clearly playing the bass over here. It's really feeling the groove. But yeah, I need to get her. I have a spot effect I want on her. It's the same effect I have here. It's time to get that going. That's the next thing. We have half an hour. We can do it. Okay. Oh no, we can't. Shit, this is gonna be rough. Okay. Okay. So the material system knows the location of the current pawn and the z height of the current pawn. But the second you switch off of a pawn, it forgets about it. So I added new parameters to the material system. So there's permanently a trombone location, an accordion location, a drum location, and I need to set those. When do I need to set those? Probably, I don't think I need to set them every tick. I probably just need to set them when you switch to or from something. Because right now they're only being used, probably need to set them when you switch from something. For now at least. And then we'll update it later if we need to. So we're not just updating every goddamn thing on the tick. Yeah. So, switch from this pawn. Ooh, but what if, like, you're physically being moved by another pawn? Because there's times when you, like, land on something and then it pushes you and you slide. The material system might need to know that, huh? I said be a shadow where you once were. Maybe I should update it on the tech. You don't have performance problems yet. I'm a little disturbed that every tick I have to update a variable to say how far through the song you are. I feel like I'm putting a lot of shit on the tick and I'm gonna regret it at some point. It's already risky enough making a game entirely in Blueprint. Slamming a lot of Blueprint on the tick seems like a really bad decision. But we've gone this far. So, what's one more thing? Does a pawn know what type of robot it is? I don't think it does. I've never needed to. Also, I gotta clean shit up again. Oh wow, this is getting removed. It's stuff I was playing with. Okay. Okay, so these are the two functions that run on the tick for the pawn. There's quite a bit. I want to tell the material system your new location. What the shit? Pawn track. Why did I set this here? Oh, the animation system needed to know. Oh, fuck, okay. You know, the animation system's gonna need to know. Should I make an enum that is the accordion, the trombone, and the drum? I mean, at this point, we've locked down the game so much. It's not like we're gonna make a million more robots here. But I want this to be extendable. It's almost definitely time to do that. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Save off the name? No, that's dumb. Let's piggyback on pawn track. I just declared this. I feel like that should be just like kind of declared when you instantiate the pawn. You should just say what you are. When I declare robot types. So T-bot is all the information that makes up the accordion. Here's the accordion with no arms. The piano backing. Either way, she's the accordion. Two arm spot is the drum. Four arm spot is the trombone. Stuff matters later. So now you also have a robot track. Cool. Yeah, level 1 goblin, I'm on that. That's gonna happen. I mean, I can show you some stuff. Here, I'll show you now. Let me turn on the sound so you can actually hear the game. I can't hear the game. You can hear it and I can't. So the drums, I kind of set up. Oh my god, what did I do here? Still haven't figured out yet. So yeah, the music builds as you play. I'll turn off my audio again. The drum sound effects is just stuff I found online. I got some trombone sound effects from Mitchell, and Mitchell's also the one who's doing the compositions for me. Like, he did this initial composition. I kind of want him to do a unique one for each instrument. There's a lot of different things I want from him, depending on, like, when we're available and, well, I mean, he's available. Depends on different things. I didn't want to spend the money on audio until I was a little bit further along for the game, because things just change so much. Like, even right now, things are still changing pretty rapidly. But yeah, the music builds as you get through each level of a section until you complete the section, and then you start a new section. The drums, that's all just audio I found online, but I'm actually kind of happy-ish with it. I don't know. I'd try some other things. Mitchell's a first chair trombonist, so I think I'm gonna let him figure out what he wants to do for the trombone. I feel like that's right. He gave me so much audio, I don't even know where to begin. I think I streamed that day, the day he gave me audio. But yeah. So there's plans. There's a loose plan, at least. Now, let me turn my audio back off. Unfortunately, listening to that, like, on loop all the time, I don't want to get sick of it, so I turn it off. Where was I with this? Right. Yeah. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, so we were... Okay, so we took that. We are now declaring... The pawn now knows which track it is. Track being like RUN accordion, RUA trombone. Because there's a couple different art sets for them. When you switch from a pawn. No, we decided not to do that. I decided to do it on the check. Here's where I update the material system. This is switching to. Transform body each check. Okay, so this is when you're rotating or moving in some way. I'm glad you liked it, Bazit. That's cool, man. Isn't there... There's gotta be somewhere else where I'm setting material parameters. Just keep it all in one spot. Yeah, right here. I do it on completion. Is that the only place I do it for now? No, I also do it up here on translate. Okay. Well, this is perfect. Let's get the pawn track. Select, or no, switch. If you are the trombone, update trombone pawn location to be this. If you are the accordion, update the accordion pawn location to be this. If you are the drum, update material params on tick. Let's also do that down here. Where were you? So this is after you finished a transform. Same deal. Hold on. Do this. And then, like, go on with life. also splice that in here. So there's two different ways the thing can move. It can move because it pushed off of a wall, or pushed up off of a floor or something like that. Or it can move because you've, like, done a rotation. We just stitched together the rotations. Now we're gonna fix up the pushing off a wall situation. Yeah. This is after it's completed. And one more place here. Okay. So now the material system always knows the location of the accordion. Oops, shit, I should probably tell it. The trombone and the drum. So what is the material doing with that information? This is not even close to the worst material I've seen. But I've seen some pretty hellish materials. Okay. I hard-coded it for that screenshot I took of the accordion pawn location, but in reality I need it for do I need it for all locations? Hey, Katie. Can you do me a favor? Can you, like, shout out when it's time to host Poodle Time? I want to make sure I give, don't want to miss a single second of Rise and Spline. It's walk cycles today, right? Oh, what a treat. Everyone's favorite fucking thing. Yeah, buddy. Good night, Bassett. Thanks for dropping by, man. Bouncing butts. I love coming for the weird walk cycles. God, I want to show you some of the at GDC. I want to show you some shit. Oh man, we had a lot of time of trying to figure out what the hell it is we were gonna make next at work. And during that time, I took the opportunity to just like, what if characters always walked backwards? Why can't you watch streams during the week, Katie? Oh, is it crunch? All crunch all the time? Getting real. Over at Rockstar. Wait, no, you must be... Crunch must be over for you by now, right? I haven't been paying attention to Discord. Never mind. I guess Crunch is not over for you yet. So yeah. Really grinding that out. It's gonna be okay. It's kind of fun. You'll miss it in the end. Yeah. Oh shit, really? Cool. That must be fun. I don't know, I can't imagine working with mocap is that fun. I've never done it. Because I avoid it. Because I imagine it's probably not fun. Yeah. I wouldn't mind one of those days where I don't use my brain. I had a couple too many of the using the brain days. One of those days when you just like have a list of animations or some like, oh, there's nothing like every now and then it's really nice to just rig a biped. It's so automatic. I just turn off my brain and like it's like a time lapse happens and then it's done. Not every day, but like every now and then. It's kind of nice. Just enter that state of being where shit just happens. Like your hands just do the job and then it's over. Yeah, I miss those days. Every now and then. Not all the time, but you know. So what I'm doing here for the audience is this texture has a red channel and a blue channel. Why did I do that? I started talking and I realized I don't remember why I did anything. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I wanted a shadow underneath you and then for there to be a light around you. So the blue channel is the light around you, the red channel so the red channel gets dark and the blue channel gets light. Okay, that's what this is doing. This is set right now to always follow the accordion. Let's see if that works. Let's just check that out. Yeah, you like it? We're getting there, Katie. Slowly but surely. It will be. I need something not horrifyingly embarrassing for GDC. Some of my friends to, you know, judge me. That would suck. I don't like judgment. Okay. Oh, see that? See how there's... it is working. Check it out. Well, you can't see it now. I'm just trying to get her somewhere cooler. So you can see what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. So for him, he's standing on just blue, and it's boring and shitty. For her, there's like a little pool of darkness and then a pool of light, right? And that updates whenever she moves around. So, material system knows about her. Material system does not know about him. We need to fix that. The blue is the pool of light, the red is the pool of darkness. This is set to a world-aligned texture. This is not going to work anytime you have an overpass. I'll deal with that later. Fuck. That's probably... I'll deal with that later. Fuck. It's probably fine. Most of the time that's fine. So, we'll figure that out later. So, I'm stuck in a loop. Alright. So this is the information for the accordion. Yeah, buddy, you know what we're gonna do? Copy paste. This is the information for the trombone. This is the information. For the drum. Because I can't think of a better way to do this, to be honest. You need to pipe in the location in world space to this. I need to know where to put that texture. Other than just the scale and the actual texture, I don't think there's much I can clean this up. And at the end of the day, it's just, well, I mean, it's 3 instructions, but these instructions are pretty extensive. This is something I found online and modified heavily to be quite a few instructions, but that's fine, whatever. We're probably not gonna run phones, so, okay. Should I break out the components, add them together, and put them back in again? I feel like, yeah. I feel like I want to break out your channels first. Yes. And then I want to add together all the red channels. That'll go here. Oh, right. You can't add multiple. That's not how things work. Add this and this. Add this. And this. Okay. These are the red channels. Let's do the same thing for the blue channels. So now, anybody that you see the little splat, it's got a little spotlight on him. Ooh, this is a little spotlight on. Maybe I shouldn't update this in the tech. Maybe I should only update it when you change to the pawn. No, I can't do that. I think we're pretty close though. I think I'm gonna call that for this stream, because it's time for you guys to go to school, if I do recall. Do you guys have any questions? I'm gonna hang out a bit until Rise and Spline starts. It looks like they might be running a bit late. They should have started a minute ago. Oh, 9:30. Oh shit, we have half an hour. Sweet. Alright. Maybe we'll fix this then. Excellent news. Let's constrain it to a Z height. That'll fix this. It'll fix overpasses. Yeah, okay. The blotch only plays if you're at a certain Z height, so what's the easiest way to do that? Actually, that should be insanely easy, shouldn't it? Your non-tiling Z texture. No, it's not insanely easy. Okay. So these are the versions I made off of these versions that Lou made. This was the initial shader that I bought off the marketplace. For like $5. Because I didn't want to think that day. This rotates it. This clamps it. Okay, the Z texture. Right. So there's times when I want the Z texture to... Ooh, okay. So I'm using this for a couple of things. I'm not sure if I want to just go around monkeying with it. I remember why I did that. I don't want to monkey with this. Different idea. Take your pawn location. Mask. This time mask your Z height. Z location. Get the vertex position, or yeah, vert position will be cheaper. Position. This is, what are you? Absolute world position of what? The actor? The vert? The pixel? Your mother? What are you? Oh. We'll go with it. Mystery position. You seem like the one. Let's mask out your B as well. Alright, so Z minus Z. Oh, no. Minus Z. Absolute value. So here's the distance that the vert is from the pawn. First I'm going to subtract 100 so that I'm looking at the floor rather than the middle of the grid. ID. Okay. The floor beneath the pawn. How close are you to that? So that'll be a number between 0 and infinity. I want to know if you're, I don't know, like within 50 units or so. So let's multiply by, I don't know, some smallish number. And then let's lerp. Based on that number. From this to 0. If this is 1, oh, wrong way. This is, no, that was correct. From here to 0, okay. There's a certain comfort in having no idea how badly this is gonna fuck performance. There's a bliss in ignorance that allows you to just copy paste instructions everywhere. That's why I like working with materials. Here, bam. Yeah, sure. Okay. That should fix that problem, maybe. Let's find out. Weirdly dark. Oh, what have I done? It's kind of cool in a weird way. Like broken, but you know. Okay, so somehow we've made things worse. But at least there's a change. So we know we're not like doing nothing, right? So what did I do here? Oh, because if this is 0, absolute value. Clamp it between 0 and 1. Otherwise we can get like super negative numbers and shit. Oh, now she's gone entirely. Is she? Only her. Everybody else is showing up just fine. Let's deal with that, huh? And the problem's gone for everybody else. Fascinating. So, let's deal with that. This one and only this one is broken then. What do I do here? The pawn location. Oh, yeah, that's bad. Miswired. Okay, let's test. Okay, now it's pinning these. Good. That's what you want. And if I lower him back down, now it paints this level. Today has been a day of not very clean code, but all things considered, at least I got the effect I wanted. Alright, what else am I missing here? I got this shader, I got the level, I got this moving, got that spotlight, though that's not doing super hot. How do I feel about it? Yeah, I think I got my art goals. Hey, Numbat, what's up, man? Do I use this? Finite state machine allows you to manipulate. I'd have to look into it. I've never used it. I mean, at work we use behavior trees, and a lot of our behavior is in code. I think it's better for the behavior system. Well, I think it's better if code drives animation versus the other way around. I've never worked on a root motion driven project, for instance, where the animation determines things. I mean, in a way you kind of have to. So for things like when you swing an axe, you need to know if the axe hits based on the location of the end of the axe, which can change based on which animation's playing. So you do get a lot of that. So I guess I do that sometimes. But as a general philosophy, I usually let the code drive the pawn and then I have the animation respond. I'm not saying that's a better way, it's just the way I've always done it. But that's not even what this is it? I'm failing at reading comprehension. This is literally just a state machine system that you can manipulate through anything, including behavior trees. But that's confusing to me because I think the behavior tree is meant to be a state machine. So what does that have that behavior trees don't? Maybe it's just like a better version. I have so many questions, Bad Hi. Hey, Numbat, I'm not sure if I said hi yet. Feeling a bit loopy. We have 10 minutes until Rise and Spline. And I've just finished what I was going to do this morning. Let me look at my to-do list. I'm trying not to cry. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Did that. Oh, God. Here's a fun one. I don't know if I can do this in 10 minutes. Maybe they'll be late. Let's give it a go. Okay, I'm gonna make them blink. I don't like that those lights turn on and off. I think it looks bad sometimes. See? I want them to actually blink. Let's do it. Blinking light. Right now, this was just some shit I did. You go from dark color to light color over a sine wave that's being manipulated randomly. Right. Okay. How do you want to do this instead? Do I even have UVs on these things? I don't, because I want them to blink, so. Let me open up the characters. Pretty sure my lazy ass copy pasted those eyes between the characters too, so they should all have the same UVs. Should make this easy. Oh, Bad Eye, you made this. I honestly don't know. I've never worked on something like I use behavior, what do you call it? Yeah, I just use Unreal's behavior trees. And anytime I've needed to extend beyond that, honestly, I don't even use that. I use that barely. I use that when like a programmer is setting things up and it tends to use the behavior trees. I use that system. I wouldn't consider myself an expert on that. I scripted things like Aesop, the dog in The Flame of the Flood, is entirely blueprint scripting, and there's no logic to him whatsoever. He picks a point that's like he picks a random point in a circle that's in front of you a certain amount, and he goes there. And we did add logic eventually where there's like a big, like the initial stuff I had for him was real dumb. It's just like, okay, there's a sphere on him. Anytime the sphere finds, like, as he's moving around randomly, if he detects that there's like an item, he runs to the item, and then he plays an animation. Like, it's surprisingly simple under the hood. I guess simple compared to, you know, like Elizabeth from Bioshock Infinite, which was significantly more complicated. It's all relative. Like as far as companion characters go, that dog being done in visual scripting language, significantly simpler than Elizabeth, who had several engineers for many years working on making her seem like a lifelike person. Followed you around and threw weapons at you and stuff. Dog was easier. Pro tip, companion character. Just use a friendly animal. Player. Bodies. I bet Dave's late. I bet I can do this. Okay. You get... Show me your UVs. Don't be like this. Give me just this face. Oh God. Oh, that's not very useful at all. Why are you way the hell down there? Oh God. Oh, this isn't good. Never unwrapped them or did anything with them. They're default UVs. Okay, do we need UVs? Probably do. I can't make them blink without UVs. What's it gonna do? I could manipulate their world position offset. I'm gonna have to UV these. This is gonna take more than 5 minutes. We're not gonna get this one done. I know, Katie. Oh well. It'll be worth it. I'll do it during Rise and Spline and I'll show you guys afterwards. Oh, it's Rise and Spline, man. Best thing on Twitch, man. I'm the hype person. My whole job is to get on here early, gather a crowd, and then dump them all on Dave, and then you guys will be educated about animation. I am, what do you call it? Like the shitty musician that comes out before like the real musician? What do you call those people? I'm one of those. The frontliner? The headliner? No, the other one. The lead-in? I don't know. Look, what you need to do is you need to watch Rise and Spline and you need to join the Anim State Discord. That's the other thing. You need to join Chris Slight's Discord because he is a very nice gent. If you want to know more about like food and culture and like you're a gamer, you join Chris Slight's Discord. If you want to know more about animation and you're an animator and you know like want to be cool like me, you join the Anim State Discord. Because you just should. I don't know why. Because marketing reasons, I guess. I don't really get it. But you know what? You should. Because if you don't, then, you know, like, this whole thing is for, I don't know, just for fun. Nobody likes fun. My goal is to get you to join these various cults. You need to join the cult that is Anim State. I know you have an array of cults that you could choose from. I know there's many cults looking for your attention. But you should join our cult, because we are more fun than the other cults. That is all. Anim State. Somebody should probably drop that Discord into the chat, too. Yeah, I post kind stuff in Chris Slight's Discord, and I moderate the Anim State Discord. And Anim State's our crew that rolls around at GDC and stuff, and streams animation stuff on Twitch, of which one of the best things is Rise and Spline, Dave Gibson's new project. He's a animator on the Overwatch team, and he's been teaching animation each day. Sorry, not each day. He's been teaching animation every Saturday morning. It's called Rise and Spline. Let me give you a link to the Discord. That is kind of the point of this, isn't it? God, I don't know how things work. There's a way to do this, right? Chris Slight. How do I give them a link to the Anim State Discord? Run me down with the basics of how things go. Did you link the Anim State one or yours? Or both? Right click on the server image. No, that doesn't seem to be doing it. Oh, there's all these settings in here. God. Why do we have Discord? Why aren't we just back at forums? Forums were such a better way to communicate. You could organize thoughts into places and have, like, discussions. Whereas now I just feel like I can't keep up with this. I have no idea what anybody's doing. Like, you could organize... I don't know. Nobody used our forums, though, so I understand why we moved to this. Can't keep up with the kids, man. Alright, and now it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Saturday. Please enjoy Rise and Spline with Dave Gibson, aka Poodle Time. Thanks for dropping by the stream, guys. I'll see you later.